Megan.
Hi.
So my name's Olivia, and I'm a social worker here at Horizons. How did you hear about us?
I was referred by one of my friends who was in a program
Okay.
here.
So have you heard anything about our agency?
Not really. She's the one person I told that I'm having issues, and she recommended you guys because she's liking what's going on for her.
Okay. So the purpose of our agency is really to work one-on-one with our clients and really, delve deep into what's kind of going on in your life and what brought you here. So I'm going to be here for you, and we can take this as fast as slow as you need.
Okay.
So I'm really advocating for you. I'm really working with you. Okay? So before we start, I just want to let you know that whatever we talk about here is confidential. So what that means is that anything we say in here can stay in here. So I'm not going to go talk to, other people in the clinic about what we talk about in here.
Okay.
So the only part that I have to report, because I am a mandated reporter, is if you tell me that you are going to hurt yourself or hurt someone else, or if you're telling me there's, child neglect or child abuse in the house.
Okay. So my friend won't know what we talk about?
No.
Okay. That's good.
Okay. So can you tell me a little bit about what brought you here today?
I'm having a little bit of issues with my husband. He's getting a little bit more and more abusive, and which isn't his fault at all, because he has a rough childhood, and I understand. And I didn't have a rough childhood, so I kind of get what he's going through. He's also really stressed at work. He has 2 jobs, so he's just using his. I'm this, that, out of it.
Mm-hmm. So when you say abusive, can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Well, he's been having some issues about him really being involved in our kids' lives. I have 2 kids, a boy and a girl, and I kind of wish that he would be more helpful, especially on the weekends when they get to see him. We live together, but with his 2 jobs, they don't see him that
he's
much.
working a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I told him once, I thought I was telling him gently that I wanted him to be more involved, and he got really defensive and argued with me, and he started to punch me. He punched me once in the face, and I didn't realize at first. I thought my kids were sleeping, but my oldest, the boy, he came downstairs for some water, and he witnessed it, and I don't want my kids to see that.
Okay. So after that happened, did you talk to your son about the incident?
We told him that his dad just got a little angry, and he was stressed from work, and that it was an accident, and that it's not going to happen again. But it's happened since then, and I was really hoping it wouldn't happen again, because he saw how terrified my son looked at his father, and I was hoping that look would scare my husband, but it didn't. And now it's becoming a little bit more frequently. It used to be, very sporadic and almost manageable, because it wouldn't be often at all, and I could take it once in a while, but now it's once a week.
So your children are seeing this, and this is becoming more frequent for you?
It's becoming more frequent. I don't know if they're still seeing it.
Okay.
I really don't know.
And has there been any abuse towards your children or anybody else in the house?
No, it's just the kids and us. No one else in the house. And I don't think he's been abusive. Physical, no.
Okay.
I would draw the line at that. He's not allowed to touch them, but probably psychological and verbal. He's always yelling at my oldest son. He just says horrible things to him.
Mm-hmm. And how do you think this is affecting your children?
Honestly, probably really bad. I used to have such a great relationship with them, but everything's the oldest, he's so withdrawn from me now. He won't talk to me. The teachers say he's really withdrawn in school. My daughter, she's still little, so like if I do, mommy and me things with her, it's okay. But like at home, if my husband's around, she doesn't make a peep.
So have you thought about any activities you could do with just your children? Maybe going out with just your son and doing some activities just you and him?
I mean, yes, but I'm afraid to leave my daughter alone.
And do you have any supportive family that you can, have your daughter see?
Well, I'm an only child. I don't have any siblings.
Okay.
My parents, they're great. They love their grandkids, but they're old. They're in their 70s, almost 80 now, and my dad has a couple health issues, and I don't want to just dump this on them. I don't want to make their problems even more.
So you feel like, this is going to be too much to put on everybody else. You're kind of just putting it on yourself at this point.
I'm trying to hold it to myself,
Okay. So I'm just thinking that, have you thought of any, strategies or plans that you want to use to build your relationship with your children?
Not really sure.
No, okay.
What do you mean?
I just mean, you and your son don't have that close relationship, and from what you're telling me, that seems to hurt you.
Yeah, I want him to be as close to me as he used to be. We used to, read a book together every night and laugh and have good times, but now I can barely even hold a conversation with him.
And that must be hard for you.
It really is. I feel like I'm failing as a mom.
Okay. And have you talked to your husband at all about how you've been feeling?
I've tried, but he just gets angry and abusive, and he'll hit me and says some terrible things to me.
Okay. So at this point in time, I don't feel that there's any strategies that we can implement right away. But if you're willing, I would hope that you would like to come back and we can have another session and talk more about some things that you would like to do to build your relationship with your children and work on your relationship with your husband. Would you like to do that?
I would like to do that.
Perfect. So we can go and get my book and we'll do a session.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Lit!
Yay!